We're back at Universal Studios Hollywood checking out the progress on the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift Coaster.
Here we go!
It has been 3 weeks since we've last been in the park, and the progress is absolutely out of this world amazing.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad! You keep digging!
So, as usual, we're not going to waste any time. Let's roll it. It is Tuesday, February 4th, and we are in the midst of the downturn of peak season here at Universal Studios Hollywood. There is practically no one in the park. It is very, very empty. Just checking out the time board over here. Every single ride is 15 minutes or less, with the exception of the Simpsons ride, which is at 90 minutes, followed by Mario Kart, which is at a 30-minute wait. So that being significantly lower than the Simpsons ride is amazing. And again, every other ride is either 5, 10, or 15 minutes long. This is one of my favorite times to come to the park. When you have wait times like that during this time of the year, it honestly is my favorite time of year because of exactly that. Not only is the weather pretty decent, you have super low wait times for the majority of the rides. And if you're a single rider, it's basically a walk-on for every single attraction here in the park. So I highly recommend, if you can, come in late January through February and even a little bit of early March to enjoy really, really easy crowds and low wait times here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Coming right past New York Street, we can see they have a lot of the tarp still up towards the front of what will be the main structure housing the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift ride. But to the left, a lot of the brickwork looks like it's completed on the left-hand side. So we're going to swing around to the left side of this attraction, also to the lookout, before making our way over to the Starway. So you can see here a lot of the tarp and scaffolding has come down, so you can see right through to the brickwork that they put up along the side of the structure. It looks fantastic. They're actively working today, so there is a lot of construction sounds, drilling, jackhammering, but you can tell how far they've progressed over the last month has been absolutely incredible. We were here about 3-4 weeks ago, and none of this was quite up yet. So I'm super excited to swing around Super Silly Funland and to the Starway to see how much has been completed. So coming down by way of Super Silly Funland, we have a great view of the progress on this side here. Again, a lot of active construction taking place today. So you can see, again, even more of that brickwork that has gone up along the side of the structure, and more ground being broken through down this down ramp over here. So it looks really, really fantastic. You can see on the structure here that the brickwork on the left-hand side is not entirely completed, but it does look like they have the cutouts for what looks like windows along the side right before the black tarp. So again, a lot of progress has been made, and we can kind of see just through here the inversion of the coaster on the other side. I think that might be part of the Starway. Again, I can't wait to make my way over to the other side to see. But along this side over here, again, lots of construction taking place today. We have ground being piled up over there to the right. We have construction workers wheeling things back and forth. Lots of tractors moving all around as well. So really great to see this come together today. As we make our way to the lookout, we have here the official completion of the inversion here. I know a couple of weeks ago we were speculating exactly what this portion of the coaster would entail. So it looks like it comes right up over this section with the catwalk here with an inversion. So not exactly sure if this area will be a slight pause in the ride, a launch, or how exactly that's going to work. If you are a part of the crew or team here at Universal Studios Hollywood who knows what that is, please feel free to drop in the comments, because we are super excited to hear what exactly will be taking place during the ride itself. But again, amazing progress. This inversion looks absolutely fantastic. The fact that you are being taken over close to the roadway down below where the studio tour passes by, that is really, really, really impressive. That takes you up and around and down pretty low. It's looking very good overall. Again, everything on this side here looks reinforced. It looks like these are sandbags on some of the bases of the supports as well, along with a lot of tarp that has been laid down. The ground itself is not quite finished, which obviously is to be expected. That's going to take a little bit of time. However, I am under the impression that there will be certain things added to this entire area that will help in terms of soundproofing to ensure that our screams while going up and over and around on this ride do not carry too far into the residential areas of the valley. Again, it's really hard to convey how much progress has been made over the last few weeks, but if you jump back to some of my older videos from just a month ago, not even half of what we see today had been completed or even constructed. So it's really amazing how quickly they've gotten everything up. So again, we are just a few months out from getting more specifics in terms of opening date, maybe some testing as the ride gets closer and closer to being completed. So this is a great time. Now that we're done here in the Lookout, we're going to head over to the Starway to see all of the work that's been completed on the other side. And swinging around to see the incredible Inversion that has finally been installed for the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift Coaster. Not only is it more impressive than we could have imagined, but it's also significantly higher over the Starway than I had anticipated. But it looks absolutely fantastic, and we cannot wait for this ride to open. So let's take a look down below and see some of the progress. So to the left here, we still have this little siding that was constructed a couple months ago. Looks like for the time being, it's housing this crane. They are having a meeting, so I'm trying to keep my voice low as they meet down below over here. But again, not much has changed in terms of this section that they've put up. But what has changed, of course, is the completion of this entire side with the section of track that had been waiting to be done for the past couple months. This looks so impressive and so massive here in person, just standing up close to it. Through the camera, it's kind of difficult. It can kind of seem like a bit removed, but in person, it is very, very big, very, very tall, and it looks absolutely incredible. As we swing around to the right side, again, we see the section from this point of view that has been completed. We do have the crane down below today, and again, you can see all the support structures that were finally completed along this side here, where it connects this side that we've been waiting for several months. I'm nearly speechless because again, it's been nearly a year, if not almost a year exactly, that we've been doing our weekly coverage of the construction of the coaster, and to see it come together like this is just, oh my gosh, I'm almost at a loss for words. It just looks so incredible, and I think I will probably be screaming throughout the majority of the ride with how massive and tall it is. This angle is just giving a point of view coming down the staircase here right next to the Starway, where again you can see just how big this coaster is and how far up and over it goes before making its way to the other side of the Starway. So we came down one flight of stairs here in the lower section. Again, you can see with the cement truck backing up how much actual active construction is taking place today. But again, on this side here, we can see this section of the coaster track is pretty much completed. However, they still have yet to connect the track onto the opposite side of the roadway. With the amount of construction taking place, I don't expect them to connect that portion of the track anytime soon, especially with all of these trucks coming up and down and back and forth. But it looks really, really good so far, the section they have completed from this angle. We also have this building or structure further up top. I know a lot of us have speculated that it was part of the construction of the coaster, potentially housing materials or being a landing space for materials and items being moved back and forth during construction. But I'm actually curious if it will be a portion of the track itself. So I'm not sure if it'll be part of the theming or part of the queue where you're walking through and able to see some of the coaster. But again, over the coming months, as all of this continues being built out, we will see. And of course, here is the main shot right here of the connection of the coaster track up and over the Starway. And we've got Bernie with us today. Bernie, how are we doing?
We came on a very important day.
Oh, did I really?
Yeah,
What's going on today?
We're injecting the family into the ride.
Oh, we have the family meter. Oh my gosh, that is incredible.
So, see, we got trucks coming in.
I see that.
With the family power.
Oh, that's what they're doing.
Yeah. It can be confusing. It kind of looks like concrete.
That's what I thought, yeah.
But no.
But it's the family juice, the family power going into the ride.
We actually bring Dominic Toretto here on family days to scream into the ground.
Oh my gosh, that is incredible.
He screams family as hard as he can, and we figured out a technology to encapsulate it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That is
like
amazing.
The screen jars and Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc. Right. So it like powers the ride and everything.
Well, I appreciate your time, okay?
Bernie, thank you so much. Have a great one.
See you around.
Bye. And that is our good friend Bernie with the lowdown with the secret sauce, the secret ingredient to powering this ride, and it is family. Of course, how could we not remember that it's family that makes all of this go round?
You don't turn your back on family.
Getting the main shot here. From this angle, you can really get a sense of the scale of how tall that inversion is over the Starway. So taking a look over the roadway here, again, this is the roadway where the studio tour typically passes, with the ride being on the left-hand side. You again can see just how far back the ride still has to go. We have support structures down there, but no actual track laid yet. So as amazing and impressive as all of this looks and seems, there's still quite a bit to go. And we did talk about this a couple of weeks ago, and it's great to see that the track has been completed. But again, you can see just how far the track dips, not only towards the ground, but towards the side roadway here. So that is definitely going to provide that sense of thrill as you're whipping down and around on the coaster. It does make me wonder if part of that is the reason why we have the speculation that the studio tour will be relocated. Not sure if this will remain a service road or a road that the studio tour does pass down. But again, this is really, really impressive, and I can't even imagine yet when you're on that ride as you come down, hitting that low end of the track, being so close to the ground and roadway. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.